Um, so we go from DreamHack to the GESL, and this is one of the reasons why Isaac is here. He's one of the casters for the event. Um, a team manager told me it was the worst event ever he's ever been to. It was, for whatever reason, just terrible. I didn't actually watch any of it on the stream. I know that the numbers were pretty terrible, less than 1,000 at one point from what I remember. But Isaac, what were your thoughts on the event being there? Was it a completely different experience than the online portion, or no?
Honestly, like I'm pretty surprised to hear that because, like, I think that, I mean, if you're talking as far as like worst event ever, as far as what people were expecting in numbers and everything, and like the skill level of the players versus how much attention it got, then I can understand that. Like I can understand saying it wasn't successful because yeah, like the viewer numbers were really really awful for a lot of it, but. As far as the actual quality of the event, how the players were treated, I've heard like basically every pro gamer who was there said that they were treated amazing, that they were treated better than any other event that they'd been to. Like there was volunteers and stuff that were basically just from the university that were driving the players around to get whatever food they want. If they wanted to go somewhere just for fun, they drive them there. They drive them back and forth, like pretty much whatever they want. I mean, they were like baking them food, and there was like a lounge with like food all day long, and they were giving them like pizza and KFC, etc.,
This sounds like the
etc.
best event ever, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, the
Pizza and
players,
KFC, so you could just tell us it was the Korean players there then.
like the players were treated amazingly, and like I was treated well and everything. There was obviously like a lot of surrounding drama or issues or whatever as that contributed to having really, really, really low viewers, which I think is a shame. And I mean, the first day, the university like didn't have their internet set up for LAN, so everything was delayed a couple hours. So that definitely hurt it. But I mean, there was some really amazing games, and like it's definitely not. It wasn't supposed to be MLG. It wasn't supposed to be DreamHack. You know,
Right,
no
right.
one's expecting there to be like 10,000 fans there. But as far as actually how the players were treated and how it was organized, I thought it was really good.
Do you think it has the, I guess, hype going into the tournament had anything to do with the amount of sponsorships behind it? Did that
Well,
kind of set precedent?
I mean, I think that, like, yeah, maybe people were expecting too much, but I think that, like, people would be surprised by some of the stuff that, like, I was told by some of the organizers. I mean, when GESL was going to be brought up on, like, State of the Game and Inside the Game and Live on 3 and all, like, anytime they were going to get some sort of plug, people were DDoSing the website, and, like, from an hour before
Really?
the show would start till 3 to 4 hours after the shows would end.
I think
and
that we can blame you for that, Azale. I think you brought the DDoSers over.
Oh well, I don't know, man. But like,
That's
there's all
so
kinds
sad.
of crazy stuff that was going on. So they were getting DDoS. There was like I know, like after the whole Destiny thing, like he was having. This is what I was told. Don't quote me, but he was having all his fans downvote all the threads on Reddit. Like like there was people, someone like I don't know the website or what, but there was people that were calling the players. Like a bunch of players stopped going because they were getting phone calls telling them that the event was canceled, that they weren't going to be given
What
prize
the
money.
fuck, dude?
No
They found-
way. That actually happened?
Yeah, that happened. And they also found somehow got the information of some of the fans who had like registered for the early event passes. They called them, said the event was canceled to ask for a refund. There was like all kinds of stuff, man. Like people were kind of trying to like sabotage it, basically, which is really sad because yeah, there was some really really good games. I mean, on the last day, I think the last series I cast was Dream versus Golden, which in my opinion was amazing. It was a really 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 good series, probably the best one of the tournament. It had about 8.5k viewers, which is not bad, but at the same time. Earlier in the day, I cast Young versus Violet. You know, that's like a Code S level TVZ, right? It had 220 viewers.
Jesus.
And
That's pretty
and
low.
there was like yeah, it is. I mean, anyone at the event could just turn on their stream and get like 10 times that. But I mean, it was just kind of sad seeing that there was like so many good games like there were really good games, but just no one was watching for most of it. And I don't really know why it was. Obviously, DreamHack was a big contributor. But even once DreamHack was like that was the 200 viewer thing was during DreamHack, and there was basically no one watching while DreamHack was on. But even after that, for the first 2 days, you know, I didn't really see it get above maybe like 2K or something like that. And meanwhile, League of Legends had like something like 46,000. So I mean, the really sad part is that for whatever reason, I mean, whether it was DreamHack, whether it was bad timing, whether it was all these people that were kind of against the event to start with, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see you might never hold an SC2 event again, and why would they when
Yeah, that's crazy,
at,
man.
it's the point when they have all this stuff happening like in the SC community that's kind of trying to
How-
stop it, and then also like the viewership, 46K for LOL, and like I don't know what GESL topped out at, but for the most part it was like 1-2K. The highest I saw it get was 8.5K, but it may have gotten higher during the finals. I don't actually know what the viewers were at during the finals.
How is there no threads or
Yeah, like,
anything
how's no one
about this
talking about that?
sabotaging? Why is there not out?
I don't know
Because
if
like
it,
5 people watched the tournament.
Yeah,
so
I guess no
talk
one
about
watched.
it.
I don't know if it was on the DL or whatever, but that was some of the producers and stuff were telling me all about that, and like it's pretty sad. Like I don't know I don't know like what exactly caused that or anything, but I mean it's just depressing. And
We need
I
like a esports vigilante that goes around to the people that email sponsors, but then also does that kind of stuff. And he needs to like throw them from buildings.
yeah, it's like I just think it's just sad, and I mean like I don't know if it was to do with the Destiny thing, and I'm sure if it was to do with him, I'm sure it wasn't him that was telling people to do it, but like a lot of people were mad that he didn't get hired or that he got replaced or whatever.
I just want to say Destiny did not like tell people to do any of that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Because that's the people in the chat are going fucking ape
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
man. I'm probably about to get DDoS. There's a fucking sniper outside my window and shit.
I'm
It's like,
not
you
saying, I'm not
fucking
saying
talk
it was-
shit about Destiny and I just get fucking
No.
killed right here live on
I'm
air.
really not saying it was Destiny or anything like that, guys. Like all I'm saying is that a lot of people were angry that he did get replaced, and there was a lot of talk about that, and people boycotting it because he wasn't going to cast and so on and so forth. So I definitely think that the whole thing contributed to it, and sometimes some of the fans I think can kind of get a little bit carried away or whatever, So
Yeah. Well, that's a shame if that's all. I mean, that's the first I have ever heard anyone say anything about that, about the event and all those issues that I had. I just thought it wasn't getting viewership. I didn't know it was had to do with all that. I don't know why
That
you guys
sucks,
want me to
man.
call Destiny.